Okay, so it says I'm live. Still trying to figure out this chat thing. Not showing anything on here. What happens when I click this? Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe this will work. So this is where I should be able to read the chat, I guess.
So,
oh shit.
And what exactly do they do? I'm certainly the right person to ask. Hello, fellow PCS enjoyers. Today,
Okay.
this will work.
So I should be able to see the chat right there if someone comes in, which nobody's going to come in. Which is fine. I don't care. I should probably turn that down because I can hear it. All right, so I am flying out of Long Island, tripping around New York a little bit, and then landing at JFK. If all goes according to plan, that is. So yeah, need to top up my drink. When I take off, I guess I will show that as well. I don't like how bright that is, but it seems to be different every time. Every time I go live. I'm into my, I guess it's my third margarita. Test my, it's a little bit close for my liking. That's better. So I will shut my parking brake, take my parking brake off. Oh, mustn't be on the right screen. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it always does that. Want that to be high. Oh, easy there. Looks like a very nice afternoon in New York. Oh, don't know what that was either. Positive climb gear up.
Jet 2343, continue for north departure. Jet 2343, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Long Island Tower JED 2343 frequency change.
Flaps up. Oh, it's got me flying the wrong direction here. What the hell? Alright, so let's check that out on the yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Not sure why it's got me on that runway, but that's okay. I'll just you can see here from my second monitor, I'm going southwest. Need to loop around. Not a worry. Wish somebody would come on and see if this friggin' chat thing works, but that's okay. Maybe I'll get my kid to do it one of these times, just to see. Well, that all seems to be working just fine. So we'll keep banking here and get back to my, probably kill my throttle a little bit too. Kill my altitude a little bit. No sense cruising around New York City at 5,000 feet. Still too fast. Gonna overspeed in a minute. I will flip on my autopilot at some point here, if I remember how. Okay, so if I recall, I want to go over here and I want to do altitude, this, then I think flight control, and then flip on autopilot. And if I'm not mistaken, then if I go over here and I can do this, if I go over here and I go to heading, it should automatically start to, well, I need to do my altitude too, but because it's not liking my altitude at the moment. So we'll go up to here and we'll turn up the altitude. Shit balls. Let's try that again. FLC. Altitude. I've forgotten how to do this already. That's pretty bad. Oh, and now I'm gone past my...
500.
Alright, let's turn autopilot off. Doesn't seem to be agreeing with anything I do here. Need to turn. My throttle up. Okay, so let's get my altitude correct. Oh, that's what it is. Vertical speed. Need to go up on the whole vertical speed thing. Look at this. What the fuck am I doing wrong? Unbelievable. See, it's focusing on the heading. Like, come on, man. There we go. If it starts to level out, I'm good. If it starts doing circles, no, it's not. It's okay. Like fucking so fucking annoying. I had it figured out and walk away for a couple of days, and this is where we are now. Let's try and figure out my heading, because it's definitely not. There we go. Okay, so I got the heading sorted out, I think. And it would appear my altitude is sorted out. Okay, so we're good. Just gotta... All right. Heading to 2000. Pretty much on course. Have a drink. Still nobody in chat. No idea if it's working. But I don't care. So we can bank rate a little bit. And then I will be banking left shortly. Airspeed looks good. Drink looks good. I'm gonna bank left here. Well, I'll see if it does it. It might do it on its own now that I seem to have autopilot sorted out. So if I get this sorted, I will stream once in a while on YouTube. I like YouTube because it's not banking, so it's not following my flight plan. Well, maybe it is. Actually, I think it is. I like YouTube as opposed to Twitch because it actually streams in widescreen, which is the whole purpose for this. To me, unless you're doing VR, it's absolutely pointless to stream on Twitch. If you've got a widescreen monitor, especially if I'm using head tracking. Look, that's all fucked up now. Why would you want to do it on Twitch where you're only seeing it in your regular, what is it, 4x3 or whatever the hell it is, instead of ultra wide? Doesn't make any sense. So yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty good. I can look out at my nose. I've got the tracker, forget what it's called now, Toby 5. I turn it off when I want to start fooling around with stuff just so that I don't make everybody sick. So yeah, we are basically gonna fly over towards Manhattan, and I guess it's down the Hudson. I think my geography is not the greatest, but pretty simple little flight, doesn't last very long. When I do start streaming, I like this aircraft, at least for now. I've got it all dialed pretty much, so it makes it easy for me to, have a decent broadcast and everything's working. I had to remember how to do all the autopilot, but still. But yeah, Twitch, I like some of the interface stuff. But I don't like that I can't stream it in widescreen. I mean, that's the beauty of having this monitor, obviously. And this lighting doesn't really show it all the greatest because it's, in order to see my hardware, the screen's pretty bright, but without being able to show it in widescreen, it's like, why bother? So for a long time, I had this set up both as a racing sim and a flying sim, but I just prefer flying a lot more, and so I just got myself a PS5 and I took all my racing hardware, which is pretty good. I've got the DD, whatever it is, wheel, and I just basically hooked it up in the other room with a smaller, everything but the chair. It's still got a chassis. It still mounts, so the force feedback wheel and all that is all pretty good. But swapping things out back and forth was like a major pain in the ass. And even though the racing was awesome on here, I want to fly whenever I'm kind of able to fly. So this is the way it's going to stay for now. I wish just one person would enter the chat. Like, it looks pretty good, especially with the sun off in the distance there. I mean, I'm looking at my stream, looks good. It's weird because there's a delay, so what I'm looking at, there's got to be a way to see my broadcast live as far as the chat goes, but I don't know. I've got a lot to learn, obviously. So yeah, I'm basically going across towards the Hudson, then I'm going to bang a left through New Jersey, and I guess it's Midtown Manhattan. Then I will bank around and land at JFK. It's weird though, because I've got my altitude set to 2100 and it's still not. I wonder if I need to do my vertical speed up. Yeah, maybe that's it. I'm going up. I don't want to climb too much anyway, so maybe. Definitely is. I don't even see the need to go to 2024. I know they just did an update, and I am curious to. At some point, I will buy it for sure. I mean, I've been flight simming for 30 years, so safe to say I'm not going anywhere. But I know from experience that it takes so long to get all the bugs out. I just didn't see any graphical differences. I mean, a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I saw a little bit, but nothing that warranted biting the bullet and buying a whole new sim, you know, like, but I definitely will at some point, no question. Now, is this going to bank on its own? Because I should be banking now. Doesn't look like it. Nope, that's okay. So I'll start to bank. It's weird though, like I don't really sorted out the whole autopilot thing. Like it would seem now it's focused on my altitude and not my heading, but whatever. People will probably chime in at some point when they watch this and go, well, you fucking dummy, you fucking got to do this and you got to do that. I never fucking claimed to be a pilot, so fuck off. Just an old guy fucking having fun. So I'm going to lose a bit of altitude here. That I know how to do. Oh, maybe I don't.
Cessna 917 exit runway when able.
Okay. Go to altitude. We'll go down to there. There we go.
Cessna 917 exit runway when able.
So yeah, now I'm basically going along the Hudson. Like I say, I mean, the graphics aren't the greatest. I'm running a 4090 with a slightly older processor, but still plenty. Now, I read to do with the update that on 2024, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, that it seems to be a bit of a more of a resource hog. So maybe it might be worth it, like I say, at some point upgrading to it. Because I mean, I'm not overly happy with the graphics as far as buildings and stuff goes, but at the end of the day, I've been flight simming for 30 years. Compared to the old Falcon shit and whatnot, this is still pretty darn good, if you ask me. So I think we're now heading down on our last leg prior to approach into JFK. So this will only go on for probably another 20 minutes or thereabouts. Course looks good. I'm going to gain some altitude. We'll go up to 2,000, which is nice for approach. So now I believe if I go like this and like this, I will climb to 2,000. There we are at 2,000. Go back to heading.
Cessna 917 turn next taxiway.
Heading is good. I think they call this the base leg, but I I don't fucking know. I'm not even gonna finish my... I'm gonna finish my can of Cutwater here, but that's okay. Oh, maybe I will. That's the ultimate test when you've been drinking, is if you are able to land the thing half decently after a couple of margaritas. So just in case I forget, I'm going to turn my second camera on so you can see what I'm doing when I'm landing. And you can see here where we are. Heading south, I'll make my last bank left at waypoint 4 and approach into JFK. This is a little nav map for anyone who doesn't know. It's been around forever, but I like it. I'm used to it. I know there's lots of other ways to do this, but it's not for me. Thanks. So yeah, a couple more minutes. I'll make a bank left. I'll wait till I get a little closer to the runway and I'll throw it off of autopilot. I don't ever land on autopilot. Well, not that this plane would anyway, but probably start to reduce our speed a little bit. And I believe it's 04 right. Oh, what's going on here? Kicked off autopilot now. Fuck me. All right, I guess we're doing it manually from here. That's okay. Don't want to lose much altitude. I gotta get back on my heading or I'm not gonna... I should probably tell them I'm landing, eh? JFK. 1. JFK is 1. Tune the tower. Full stop landing.
Kennedy Tower JED 234 is 8 miles south, 1,400 feet with Sierra to land.
Jet 23 for tree Kennedy Tower. Altimeter 29.83, wind 19 at 16. Make left base runway
Flaps
1
1.
left. Jet 2343, wind 19 at 16. Clear to land runway 31 left.
31 left I don't want. Shit, it didn't give me the option to... I ain't landing at 31 left. So it's gonna get mad at me here, but I don't really give a shit.
Jet 2343, did you hear my last transmission?
Alright, should I ignore him? Or should I go to 31 left? No, I ain't going to 31 left. I'm gonna ignore him. It's way too late in the game for this.
Jet 2343, did you copy?
Nope, sorry. Kill my airspeed. Gear down. Flaps 2. She's gonna cancel my shit in a minute.
Jet 2343, did you copy?
Yeah, I'm ignoring you because I wanted another runway. So fuck off. have a little drink.
Jet 2343 ATC services terminated. Good
Yeah,
day.
well, I'm landing in your airport whether you like it or not. Biatch! Airspeed looks good. And down we go. Now they're really going to be mad at me because I landed on their airport, but whatever. She didn't want to listen. What can I say? We'll go off here just to get out of the way. So, see, there you go. You can. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I'll go over here. You can be half in the bag and still land, but I don't condone that. Of course, this is not, I don't want to upset anyone. Well, I'm doing a little drifting. So, yeah, there we are. All in all, worked out pretty good. Come to a full stop. Put my parking brake on. Parking brake is on. So yeah, unfortunately, turn off my head tracking. Looks like nobody joined me, so I have no idea if my chat even works. But I'm just an old guy flying. I don't care if I have followers. But yeah, so if anybody watches this later, any questions as far as my hardware or my setup goes, feel free. But thanks for playing.